What's good, guys? It's your boy Acridax, aka Alex, coming up with another story time today. Now, today, we're gonna be talking about vaping. Obviously, who hasn't done vaping, right? Now, this story time takes part 3 months ago. Pretty high for my standards for when it comes to doing crazy shit. But this is not as crazy as anything. It's just kind of ridiculous, if you could say it like that. Now, I think a lot of people just came across vaping and vapes and just basically any light or drug like nicotine. And yeah, well, this story time's about vaping and what you should not do, definitely, while vaping. Now, I gotta say, I own my own vape and I don't really vape anymore. I kind of just switched to snooze. I mean, I prefer snooze way more than that, like Zins, whatever the Americans call it, and I love it. It's great. It's just amazing. I love the flavors when it's juicy, when it's fresh. When I buy the fucking puck, it's just so great. I love snooze. All right, but that's besides the point, right? Now, 3 months ago, I got this vape from this dude. This dude's name is Philip. Now, Philip is pretty an interesting person. He's let's say the class leader. He's pretty known. He's organizing every shit we do with class. And I got this vape from him. He bought it for me. I asked him like, "Can I buy it? Can you buy it for me?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure." And what liquid you want? So I told him the flavor I want. So he did. He bought me it. I proceed to rip it. And I say, "This is pretty good. I like this. This is good." So in the course of a weekend, I have a I have work, right? I work. And I go on smoke breaks, rip that shit, get that nicotine in before I go back to work. And yeah, well, I do. Now, Monday comes around, and I rip that shit slightly when I go to work and before school, and sometimes even in school. But I'm trying to be pretty cautious about it, so I go to the bathrooms and try not to get caught while ripping that asshole. And we have English class. Now I gotta say, our English teacher is pretty chill. She lets most of the things slide, but she's gonna look at you pretty stupidly for like even a good 10 seconds. She does not care. She's not embarrassed of staring at you like that. She's pretty crazy. But she lets most of the things slide. If you have like a nicotine pouch in, snooze in, she just say you look like a fucking dumbass with that thing under your lip. Now, we're watching Harry Potter in that English class because I guess my teacher did not really want to have anything with us that day. And she goes out to her cabinet, out the class. Now, I pull out the vape and I proceed to rip it since she's not there. And I sit next to Adam. You know who Adam is. And I sit next to Adam. And I rip that shit, get that nicotine in. And he says, what flavor is that? What flavor is that? I'm like, passion fruit. And he's like, "Can I rip it? Can I rip it, please? Can I take a rip?" And I'm like, "Sure. Knock yourself out, dude. Try it out." So we're, having a little smoke sesh there, chilling, ripping that vape. And I take it back from him, take a rip, pass it over, and this dude proceeds to take the massive fucking ass rip out of that sucker. And the teacher comes in. Now, Adam is like holding that shit in, but the teacher is just facing us backwards, and she's not watching us. She does not know what's happening, and Adam proceeds to trying to exhale into his hoodie, and the smoke just comes out of the hoodie, and he just starts coughing, and he just like slight coughs like, and the teacher is not just doing anything. She's not facing us. She's not trying to see us, what we're doing, and what's happening to us. And yeah, she just goes back to her seat and chills. And I'm like to Adam, "Give me back my vape, you fucker. Give it back." And he's like, "Sure, I'll take it back." No, I took it back. And then we just start fucking giggling. We were just laughing like 15 minutes straight about this shit. And it's just, dude, don't ever fucking do that. The risk of getting caught is not worth that nicotine. Yeah, well, I guess. Now, so the moral of the story is don't fucking vape at school, especially in class. If you do want to rip that motherfucker, just go to the bathroom. or just don't do it whatsoever. Vaping's not worth it. Alright guys, thank you for this video. Thank you for all watching, and bye.